one could easily say that this part of Nelspruit is a sea of yellow, of green and of black, of course, with ANC supporters and members who are making their way out of this particular school, of course, after a service that was held for the former Deputy President of the National Congress and, of course, of the country. But as you can see behind me, more people are making their way out of the school, and, of course, the buses that we are seeing on the other side of the road were used during the whole sermon or service, rather, just to barricade this part of the road. If you can remember earlier on this morning, we did mention that certain routes are going to be affected, and this route in particular has been one of those routes that were affected. But just to speak to us about some of the things that they heard inside during this service this morning and afternoon, and of course what they will remember the fallen former Deputy President for, is Mzwakhe, all the way from Tabaju. Mzwakhe, thank you so much for your time and for joining us at the SABC this afternoon. What can you tell us about the fallen former Deputy President of the ANC and, of course, of the country? And I mean, you are in Mpumalanga. Share some of the moments that you have had with David Mabuza.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and greetings to the viewers at home. We have learned a lot about the fallen hero about David Mabuza today in this service. Many speakers have spoken about the good things that Comrade Didi has done for the people of South Africa, particularly Mpumalanga. That UDD was a unifier, a humble leader, someone who's level-headed, who is not, who was selfless. So there are a lot of things that Comrade Didi has done for the people of South Africa. If you have heard the speakers who spoke about him, all of them, they were speaking about unity, that when the ANC was in crisis in the province of Mpumalanga, Comrade Didi will rise above and make sure that he unites the African National Congress. He will even engage comrades who he might had some issues with them. He will be able to rise above, swallow his pride, call everyone into one house, speak to them on how they can rebuild the African National. That is very important, because at the stage where we are today, we see that the ANC is becoming weak and weak every day. So we need leaders like Comrade Didi Mabuza who will be able to make sure that they bring everybody together, make sure that they unite the ANC. These are some of the things that we have learned from him, and I think as leaders who are still alive, we need to draw those lessons from him and make sure that we unite this organization, so that the generations that will come after us find an organization that is strong, that will make Comrade Didi, wherever he is, very happy.
Thank you so much, Mzwakhe. Mfundo Tulas, as you have heard, some of the people outside here, the Bergflam were saying that Didi Mabuza is a unifier, saying these things that were sentimented during the week, even at the memorial services that were held, and of course of the people who came to the family house to visit, to pay their condolences and respect, saying one thing and speaking in one voice, saying that he was a unifier, and of course they are saying they will continue with that legacy of trying to unify the ANC moving forward. And of course, as we are moving to the 2026 local government elections, this was something that was also said during the week by the ANC National Chairperson Gwede Mantashe, that they need to unify. And as you have heard Mzwakhe, and I'm sure many other people around me are also saying the same sentiments, that the ANC needs to unify.